Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Promise Summer Bridge program. My name is Destiny Tolbert. I serve as the director of the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence. Thank you all for being here with us this morning. Want to get this kicked off. So welcome to our Navigating the College Experience, a guide to understanding college life at TWU. Basically, Promise Summer Bridge program, it provides incoming TWU students who are part of the Promise program partnerships like Dallas County Promise, T3 Promise, which is your Tarrant County to and through, and then Texoma Promise and Red River Promise. These are all Promise program partner a part of the Promise program partnership. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you to basically jumpstart your academic journey before the semester begins to be a part of this program. And so students basically this week will, be able to participate in sessions really consisting of college success workshops, okay? And so some examples of topics that we'll kind of go over this week and dig into are including like general college knowledge. So time management, strategies for studying, personal and career development expectations, and a whole lot more, okay? When you're attending the summer workshop series, what you'll understand is that you'll receive academic coaching support. And so in our office, which is we're housed in the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence, and we have a academic coaching um, program that really supports where we have academic coaches that support you through your academic journey here at TWU. And so what you'll be able to get a chance to do is learn some helpful tips for assessing additional funding sources. We'll be able to help you develop meaningful connections with peers, staff, and faculty. Also, during this program, you'll be able to gain necessary college skills and learn more about the resources available here at TWU. I know it's so much information that you are learning since you've been here, since orientation, and then I know a lot of you are going to be attending Pioneer Camp as well. This is very helpful. So get as much as the information that you need that is going to, be beneficial to you. Okay. And so if there's any questions that you might have that that might pertain to you, ask those questions. Nothing is dumb about a question. Okay. You ask. Okay. Um, I did want to kind of go over Google Classroom with you all so you kind of understand what Google Classroom is and how to utilize it. Now, I know some of you have used it in high school and some of you may not have, but how many of you have used it in have used Google Classroom in high school? And you can go ahead and use the emoji hand um, on here and let us know. Or thumbs up will work too. Okay, so a lot of you. Good, good. So majority of you kind of already know how to use Google Classroom. Good. Just a brief little intro, show you how to use it on here. Let me kind of show you. Oops, wrong place. Okay, so here is our what is it, our Promise Summer Bridge program through our Google Classroom. Basically, I'll like today, I had put in a announcement for y'all. This is our little announcement post that we put in today where you're able to go in and directly click on the link. I don't know if this should look similar to what you guys see or view through Google Classroom. So what you'll do is you'll go to classwork in here, and you should be able to see Summer Bridge program series. So these are all the sessions that we'll be participating in this week. So today is Monday, August 4th, the Navigating College Life. What you'll do is just click on that and you'll see all the information here and be able to view the material here. Okay. After this session, I will actually, after this week's sessions, you'll be able to come back to this within the next 2 weeks and be able to see like the recordings of everything from this here page, and you'll be able to go back and kind of see the recordings, the PowerPoint presentation that I'm, going to go over with you today. And then also there's also, when I go back, you'll see all of them for the rest of the week, if that makes sense. So all these have additional information in here, so you want to check those out, okay? And view those. The other section in Google Classroom, you'll see our TWU student resources. This would be a helpful area for you to look into. So anything pertaining to career connections, like any free resources that you need to look into or check out. There's also TWU student resources that you can also check out through our Student Life office. We have our Student Money Management Center. So anything pertaining to, knowing how to set up a budget, or, ways to really strategize and save money, understanding credit and credit cards and your credit score, things like that. That's from our Student Money Management Center. Anything from our counseling center. They put on really good like therapy workshops, and then also group therapy. So you really want to check out some of their counseling services that they have through their office, those workshops and sessions that they do throughout the semester, okay? There's also tutoring information that we kind of provide to you as well. So you can learn more about our tutor.com. It's an online platform that allows students to access access to assist when not on campus. So this is more of like a 24/7 days of the week for any subject that you are needing, help with. So check that out. And then just understanding what family education rights and privacy, the FERPA, understanding what that is, okay? So I'm gonna let you do that on your own. And then we do student success workshops throughout the year and throughout the semester, fall and spring semester. So you want to check out some of these are coming from our YouTube channel. So we'll make sure that y'all have that information. But these are recordings from past workshops. So you can kind of check out some of these that help with your study skills, your academic journey. Okay. All right, so that's that. I think that's really it. That's all you need to look at, is really just this classwork part of everything. So it's your one-stop shop to those resources, and then also making sure that you access each of those Zoom links for this week's workshops, okay? All right. So I kind of told you how to access it and everything. Y'all all know how to join in on the class. And usually you've all been able to join in on the Google Classroom. If you have not set up or join the invite for the Google Classroom, just let me know. Just send me an email and let me know, and I can make sure that you get access to that, okay? I don't know why I went there. Okay. Okay, there we go. I was going to go ahead and just introduce our Assistant Director of Promise Initiatives and Outreach, Kayla. Do you mind introducing yourself and kind of just giving us a brief introduction of who you are and how you work with our Promise students? Anything you would like to share as far as like maybe upcoming like sessions that your area can be a benefit to our Promise students.
Hi everyone, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. So my name is Kayla Bunch, and I am the Assistant Director of Promise Initiative and Outreach here at Texas Women's University. Most of you have probably received emails from me at some point or have met me on the road while I recruit. So my job here is basically getting you to TWU and helping you while you transition from a high school student over to a college student here. So I do all the work helping you get here, and then we hand you off to Destiny, who can take care of you after that. Right now, there's some virtual sessions that are still going on that I'm sending out emails for again later today. If you have individual questions about how your promise applies, or I know that right now a lot of you are really confused about what it looks like on your financial aid package. So if you want to talk to me individually, you can do that. That's pretty much all I do at this point. I know I've met a couple of you, but if you do have any questions or if you ever want to just stop by and say hi, my office is in Brackenridge or the Welcome Center on campus, on the main campus in Denton.
Awesome. Thank you, Kayla. Y'all give Kayla applause with the emojis and everything. I really appreciate her. She's been a great help this summer. Just getting you all acclimated into everything and then passing you guys to me. So, I mean, listen, that's a whole transition, right? Uh, so we appreciate you, Kayla. Thank you again. So yes, utilize Kayla and look out for her email of announcements and upcoming events that her area is putting on. Okay. Awesome. Good, good, good. All right. So we're going to dig into navigating the college experience, a guide to understanding college life. So I want to ask this quick question to you all. What excites you the most about coming to TWU? When you woke up out of bed this morning and you know like school is about to come, it's about to be here. It's about to be here in the next couple of weeks. What excites you the most about coming to Texas Women's University? And if you will use the chat, let us know. Or if you want to unmute yourselves, you're welcome to do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let you do that. Awesome. So we got some already coming in, and a lot of you have already let us know that what excites you about coming to TWU is the new experiences in the community, making new friends, and learning. I love that. Classes. Some of you are excited about your education, making new friends. A lot of you are excited about meeting new people, exploring new settings. I love that. The classes, the people. Others mentioned ready to get a new experience and explore the right connections and environment for me. I love meeting new people and learning from others. Love it. That is awesome. Melissa said, being a part of the community and people, good. Constance said, new environment, all right. Just being a new space, right? Being a new space. You got Janet, she said, making new friends, seeing the library, all right, the library, love it. Awesome, awesome. So these are really good. Thank y'all so much for sharing that. And one of the great things about exciting things about TWU is that you find that sense of belonging, right? You find a home, and I think what you all have been encouraged and motivated about, and have learned since you've been to orientation and gone through the process of registration and things like that is like really just making TWU your home, right? And making the most out of it and applying yourself, and that's what we want you to do. Okay. We got others that said, I want to see how it feels since I can't take my mom to college. I know, right? We can't take our parents. They pretty much do everything for us, right? She mentioned that with me, I'm a big girl now. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I know. We all get a little nervous. We get a little anxious. It's a new environment, right? So it's not it's like being somewhere where it's not a part of like the norm. Like, because it's different. It's not what you're used to on a daily basis. So it's definitely different. But it's gonna help you grow. It's gonna help you, um, flourish and meet other people and then just be excited about being somewhere where you know that you're gonna succeed. Okay. Let me. These are really good questions. So I mean, really good responses. So thank y'all so much for sharing that. So I wanted to ask this: what concerns do you have about coming to TWU? Let's see. Let's see what are some concerns that you have. Anybody want to share? What concerns you about coming to TWU? Okay, that's a good one. Getting distracted, not being focused. Yep. Adjusting to a new environment, right? Because, when you get in a new environment, it doesn't work for everybody, right? But it worked for some. You got Annabelle that said adulting. Yep. Because we're making that transition from high school to college, right? We're adults now. We have our own responsibility. But don't forget you have your support system as well, okay, who you can lean on. You got others that said not being able to adapt to change. That's a good one. Change can be hard because you're so used to the daily lifestyle. This is a whole different lifestyle, right? Um, you got another person that said not being focused and getting a little, homesick. I can understand that. And just to kind of relate, I, was very close knit to my siblings, and I remember the first day that I left and went away to college. It was hard, y'all. We cried, we boohooed, like we had the ugly tears. It was hard. So I totally understand. And then you got Melissa that said academics, your grades. Yep. Yep, maintaining those grades. Keandra said worried. I might not be ready for college. Yeah, we all have that. We all have that concern. We do. We got others that said won't have my pets. I know it's hard to leave your pets, your pet animals. It's very hard. Alyssa mentioned time management. Yeah, managing that time because a lot of times, we don't know how to really manage that time throughout the day. Especially with, we gotta think about how we're gonna plug in study time and making sure that we don't miss an exam and make sure we have enough time to study to do well on that upcoming exam, right? That's good. I love it. Good, good, good. All right. And Kayla is also putting in some good responding to you guys as well, as far as like mentioning TW has some pet therapy and they bring dogs to campus. So we do have that opportunity for you to do that. You just need to look on the website when we have those. Because I know, is it Student Life that puts those on? Usually they put those on. Um, yeah. I think they usually put those on those pet therapy events, and so just keep an eye out on our TW website through Student Life, and they usually have a event dedicated to our pets. Let me know if I'm giving out wrong information, Kayla, because I want to make sure. But she is responding to you guys. Awesome. Thank y'all so much for just even mentioning the the little the concern parts about coming to TW, because we all have that fear of starting off something new, being in a new environment, um and things like that. Okay, so some of the things that we're going to talk about today is navigating success. So we'll kind of go briefly over Canvas, the syllabus, and academic standing and sixth drop. We'll also go over the transition of high school to college, the independence of it, having that self-advocacy, sorry, and then personal growth, all right? And then we'll kind of talk about, lastly, academic coaching as well, okay? So kind of just want to talk about Canvas. Has anyone looked into their Canvas yet and kind of explored Canvas? And has anyone used Canvas before or Blackboard? Okay. And that's totally fine. If you haven't, I need your honest answers. Okay, so some of you mentioned no. Some of you have mentioned you have used Canvas. Okay. Some of you have, some of you haven't. That's good to know. Because what we're gonna do today is kind of go over it a little bit, okay? Awesome, awesome. So if you haven't, just to tell you a little bit, Canvas is a web-based tool that will guide you through each course you are enrolled in. You can access Canvas from any mobile device, so your computer, your iPad, your phone. You can start downloading on your digital devices. So when you get a chance after this session, I would recommend you going ahead and downloading this to your digital devices. Okay, that way when it gets time to wanting to utilize Canvas, you can. But this will be where you'll be able to hone in your courses that you're enrolled in and be able to see the courses that you're enrolled in. So this will be the first face of what you'll be able to see. Sometimes your courses, like with your professors, they'll change the pick and everything, but you're going to be in the right place, okay? So this is just an example of what once you're logged in and you go to Canvas, you'll need these little hope y'all can see my little arrow here, mouse. But you'll see your account. You can always change the profile pic here. It's like having a new phone and trying to navigate through that new phone and setting up, making those changes to the settings. So I advise you to go do that when you get a chance, okay? Dedicate an hour of your day to do that. And just explore Canvas, okay? Because that's where all your courses will be, and you'll be able to, most times this to be where you'll be able to, you'll have to submit assignments, you'll have to upload things. This is where you'll have to find out what the assignment is and how to do the assignments, things like that, okay? But through here, you'll see that you have the account, you have the dashboard, you have the courses. What we want to look at is courses here, and you'll be able to just learn more about how to you'll be able to look at all the courses that you have that you're enrolled in for the semester here, okay? You want to make sure on Canvas, you want to make sure that you look at the syllabus, okay? Before we go to the syllabus, can't talk today. Um, I want y'all to also know when you have Canvas, you can one of the new things that they have is that you can organize it, okay? And you can set up like alerts, letting you know when something is due or when something's coming up that you need to do, and you can set these up your way. I really like how we utilize this because it helps with making sure that you don't miss an assignment, um, and making sure that and this is part of like that time management that Alyssa was talking about in the chat, but really just staying more organized, okay? Let me see where, okay. I think y'all can see this, but yes. So I'm going to put this little link in the chat for the task for Canvas so that you guys have that. Um, but go ahead and explore that after this if you want to, or you can click on it now. I hope y'all can see my link. I just put it in the chat. What you're able to do is kind of just understand that this is a way for you to um, organize your to-do list for Canvas. So it works great. And you can really just stay organized, okay? This is another way to stay organized. All righty. So check that out. And I'm not going to talk too long on that. We also have another one that's called Better Canvas. Let me make sure I go to here. This is where you customize everything on Canvas. This is great too. Oops, let me go back. Sorry, y'all. Oops, going ahead of myself. Going ahead of myself. Let's see if I can go back. No? Okay. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there we go. I'm also going to put this in the chat. Check that out as well. If you're a big organizer person like myself, um, you can utilize Better Canvas to organize your Canvas, okay? So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. This is what it kind of looks like, and how different ways you can customize it. You can make your canvas more like your home, more personalized. You can customize cards here. So just check it out. You can find your dream themes. So different themes there. Keep track of assignments and whatnot. You know how everybody has those Apple Watches and they keep track of their what is it, steps and everything. This is kind of like that. That's how I kind of like just think of it as, but this is more like academic related, okay? Um, what else? It's a way for you to easily calculate like your grades as well. So this is a great tool, all right? And then again, it's a way to really just personalize it to your self-liking. Okay. Awesome. 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 And if you have any questions about this, uh, just remember it or write it down, and you can ask me at the end of this, my talk here. All right. So we're going to kind of talk about, the syllabus. How many of you have received your syllabus yet or know what a syllabus is? Anybody? Honest answers or responses. Anybody know what a syllabus is? I haven't received one yet. Okay. Okay. I know what it is, but I haven't received it yet. Okay, cool, cool. And most of you haven't received one yet. Okay, cool. So a lot of you don't know what a syllabus is. Some of you do. A syllabus will have, you will be able to find that syllabus in your Canvas, okay? You'll be able to find it in your in your Canvas. Let me go back. Your syllabus will serve as basically the outline of each course, okay? So you'll have a syllabus for each course that you have that you're enrolled in. In your syllabus, you will find topics that your professor will go over or cover in your courses. Okay, so a lot of times in the syllabus, it includes like the professor's office hours. It will include their information. It will include all of the a brief information about like the assignments for the semester. Sometimes they'll all go week by week. You'll also have information about like the school's policy in there, the college policy in there. So what's recommended is that you print those syllabus out for each class, okay? I will say this again, print your syllabus out for each class or just save a digital copy on your computer, okay? Because you're gonna have to go back and look at that, okay? You're gonna have to go back and look at that and stay on track. Make sure that because it's kind of like the Bible in a way, but it's not, but it's more of like understanding what's going to be happening during that, your fall semester in that course. Okay, so it also includes information about like grades, how many points you'll get for an assignment, things like that. Okay. Do you guys have a printer in the library? Yes, we do have a printer in the library. Absolutely. So you can always go to the library front desk and they can guide you to how to utilize printing. And Kayla mentioned there is free printing in most buildings. Okay. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Grades, you will be able to monitor your academic success in the class once grades for assignments, quizzes, and tests are posted to your Canvas account. So also in Canvas, understand that you can view your grades. So if you need to know what you made on that assignment or the exam, you'll be able to look at that on your Canvas, okay? You should also keep a printed breakdown of the point system, and that point system is always going to be in your syllabus, okay? So when you know, like, hey, this assignment is going to be this many points, I know I need to make a good grade on the exam if I want a certain grade in this class, if I need a certain grade in this class. So it's all of that, all about that and making sure that you're keeping track of the point system, okay? So make sure you look at your syllabus before classes start. I recommend that. Okay. And make sure you understand the syllabus. If you have a question about it, you can always reach out to your professor and ask them just to, ask them those questions. Okay. When does the Zoom start for the future? I missed part of the due to not knowing when it started. Jaden, just reach out to me after this and I can kind of answer your question, okay? Um, okay, so we talked about the outline of your course. Let me just go to Canvas real quick, okay? And kind of show y'all a little bit about it. So when you join in on Canvas, know that you'll have to you can you'll see all your courses here, okay? You'll see all your courses. Um Here's a course that actually let me see if I can go back. Da. Maybe I can look at it. Okay, you just click on a course that you want to look at that you're enrolled in. Okay. So going back, I'm going to click on this course. And so this is the home page for the course, right? Here you'll see just the information. They'll put maybe a welcome, they'll put like the course learning objectives, they'll put your instructor if they have a photo and just information about who they are. If you have any questions, their information to be here. Um, Okay. And then IT information will be here. So you can contact them if you have any issues seeing something. Okay. What else? What else? So Canvas has changed a lot. They found there's like easier ways to navigate Canvas. And let me try to get through this really quickly. But there's your syllabus, there's the modules. There's the resources. You can start here, but it's going to take me to all these little things here. Okay. But I would suggest navigating all of this information here and looking into this. But you would just need to click on courses when you get in here. Okay. Um, and then the modules, look at the modules, because sometimes these aren't ready, but sometimes these all go week by week. Okay. These are assignments week by week, but everybody's is customized differently. So I would suggest once Canvas is, I would suggest just looking into your Canvas and just viewing it, getting used to it, navigating it. That way you're able to ask any questions if you need to. Okay. Again, in your syllabus, read it, and you can find it in Canvas. Your assignments will be in there, your grades, learn the grades, the points system as well, keeping track with that, okay? All right. Um, so the catalog, we're going to talk a little bit about the catalog, the student catalog, which is your ultimate guidebook for navigating college. Let me go to it. And when we talk about the catalog for 2025, 2026, I know it's a lot, right, to read, but understand some of the things we want to kind of highlight is the class attendance. The catalog is your ultimate guidebook for navigating college, okay? This lists all the courses you can take, details about different majors, important academic rules, and other resources you might need, okay? It's very necessary for, planning your classes, understanding your degree, and understanding what's expected of you throughout the your college journey. Okay. When we talk about class attendance, this is more learning more about like understanding that it's important for you to recognize that you have the power to make the decisions and take responsibility for your actions. Okay. This includes understanding your own strengths, weaknesses, and interests. Okay. So I want y'all to understand that a FN, a failed course due to never attending it, it could, be understand what those things are. Even an FS, failed the course due to having stopped attending. You'll see these things like on your for grades or whatever. Um, but understand that when it comes to class attendance, that it's really important that it's expected that be in attendance. Okay, grades are determined by your academic performance, and instructors may give students written notice that attendance related to specific classroom activities is required. So absences do not exempt students from academic requirements. Excessive absences, even if documented, may result in students failing the course. Excused absences are within the purview of the instructor. Students must consult with instructors regarding makeup work, okay? So usually, like I mentioned, the FN, the FS, you need to understand what those are, okay? Let me go back to this presentation. Academic standing, let's go to academic standing. I'll send these links to you all. Actually, let me go ahead and do that. This is just more information about class attendance. And then this information is about academic standing. So I would suggest that y'all read more about this from our catalog 2025-2026 about good standing, understanding what academic probation is, academic suspension, um, all this information here. So make sure you're reading this page, and I'll send this information in the chat as well. Okay. And then 6 drop. Dropping a course, understand dropping a course. So what that means is undergraduates are only allowed 6 unexcused drops during their academic career. So what qualifies as a drop? A drop is when a student unenrolls from a course after the ceases date, but before the final drop deadline. So let's just say you dropped a class before the ceases day, which is the 12th day of class, I believe. Um, you're okay. That's not considered a one of the 6 unexcused drops. But let's just say you did drop a class after the ceases day, which is after the 12th day of classes. Then it does count towards that 6 unexcused drop. Okay. That course will appear on your transcript with a W grade. Okay, and it counts toward your 6 drop limit. Courses dropping before the ceases day do not count toward the 6 drop day, like I just mentioned. So I recommend that you track your drop history using your Pioneer portal or consulting with your academic advisor. Make sure you plan carefully before dropping courses, especially after midterms or ceases date. Okay, it's really important to consult with your academic advisor or registrar, and if you're approaching the limit of or thinking about you may need an exception, okay? Because life does happen, right? But here's the link to this about more information about the 6 drop, okay? And thank you, Kayla, for putting in the date for the ceases day. It's September 10th. Okay, September 10th. Don't wait to drop after September 10th, okay? If you see this as a class, oh, I think it's too much. And it's already after the 10th. It's gonna be a part of the 6 drop, okay? Thank you. And she also put in the academic calendar as well. So that academic calendar is very helpful to keep track of deadlines, okay? And y'all can always look in the search bar for this information to make sure, you're meeting those deadlines. I know we have a few questions in the chat. Let me see. How do I get into Canvas? It's saying I need Chrome. Yeah, I think it just depends on your computer or device that you're using. We can talk a little bit more about that as well. After this. I think that was the only question, right? Yeah, I think that was the only question. Okay, cool. All right. I also suggest that y'all look into the student handbook. The student handbook here. I'll send this link to you all, but check that out. Make sure you understand it. It's the student code of conduct. Okay, so this is intended for you to serve purposes in the interests of all segments of TWU. Um, and it's really important that you understand some of the standards, the rules, and policies of the student handbook. Okay. Um, but yes, definitely understand what those are. And in that student handbook is more information about academic integrity, student code of conduct, student grievance, and hazing. Okay. So it's really important that y'all understand what those are. And I'll put this in the chat as well. Y'all go ahead and copy and paste these links somewhere you can get to them later. And then make sure you review them, understand it. If you have any questions, hit us up and let us know. All right, so wanted to talk about the transition from high school to college. One of the things you need to understand is that when it comes to, you know, independence, which is a big grown-up word, right? Remember that all choices have consequences. So this is the time where you have the opportunity to make your own academic, extracurricular, and personal decisions as a college student, as an adult. No one is going to tell you to get up to go to class, turn in your assignments, and bring up your grades or GPA. Um, it's really important for you to recognize that you have the power to make decisions and take responsibility for your actions. Okay. This includes understanding your own strengths, your own weaknesses, and interests. Okay. So that's really important. Self-advocacy, excuse me. You must learn to communicate with professors and or staff, okay? It's really important to seek clarification when needed, and take ownership for your educational goals, okay? It's all on you. It's your responsibility. So when you have a question about something, ask your professor. Get some understanding. If you don't understand it, just ask them. All right? Or even a staff member. Make sure you seek clarification. Tell them you don't understand. Can you explain this for me? The third one is personal growth. Um, Explore new interests, challenge your comfort zones, and develop those life skills that will prepare you for the future. Okay, it's really important to, get involved, be a part of something that you have interest in and really enjoy doing. But explore. This is a new environment for you. This is your chance to really, um, you know, uh, give yourself your all and challenge yourself into being in those different spaces where you've never been before, and just get out your comfort zone. So number four, academic require. College courses require a higher level of critical thinking and independent study. So you need to adapt to the increased workload and develop effective time management skills. Okay. It's really important to manage those time management skills. I know a lot of you have mentioned that, um and making sure that you manage your time. We can help you with that here in the Pioneer Center for Student Excellence. So you need to understand that a lot of these courses are not going to be like high school. Okay. We're not, your teacher isn't going to because usually as a high school teacher, they are making sure each of those students, you know, are meeting a certain standard. And the professor, at a college is not going to be trying to keep up with you. Okay. He's just not. But how you're going to stand out is you sitting in the front of the class and asking questions and being engaged, and just really just critically thinking about how you can do well with your academics is really important. So understand that you got to apply yourself, okay? Because you are trying to meet a goal. There are going to you do have to understand that college versus high school, College classes are a lot larger than your high school classes. So you may have had maybe what 20, 25, 30 students in a class in high school, probably less than that, depending on the high school that you went to. And you come to college and there's like an audience. Like it could be like 40 or 50 of you in a class. It can be a lot of you. And these are typically larger class sizes. So this means less individual attention from professors. So, and important to take initiative in your own learning, okay? So, like I said, sit in the front, okay? Usually those that are sitting in the front are making A's or doing well in their classes because they're staying engaged. But make sure you are taking the initiative to own in on your own learning, okay? Um, awesome. Oops, wrong. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, y'all. This is all going crazy. My presentation going crazy. So, okay, support systems. Also, take advantage of some of the support resources that we have on campus. You do have a support system here. We are here to help you. We are here to guide you. And it's really up to you to proactively seek out support, okay? From advisors, from tutoring, from counseling, etc. Okay. So if you know that you don't know what courses you need to take next year, you need to get with your academic advisor, okay? And they can help you with that. If you know you don't do so well in a certain subject like math or writing, you go to that right site, or you go to that mathematics tutoring center, and you get the help that you need. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, Again, nobody's going to sit here and hold your hand. You got to take ownership of your own learning. One of the things that I really appreciate is that there was support systems growing up when I was in undergrad, and I was able to take advantage of those support systems, okay? And you have one. Um, and what I will, though, that information is in our Google Classroom, so you can take advantage of what and look at some of those support systems that we have. But if you know you can't write a paper, or you don't know how to write a paper, or or anything like that, you don't know how to start it out, go to that right site. They have plenty of tutors that can show you how to start off your paper and how to write it. Even when it comes to math and you don't know how to solve a problem, or you're just not really good at it, um, or there's an assignment that you have to do and you don't know how to do it, go to the math tutoring and get help, okay? And don't leave out of there until you understand it. All right. So if you know you have a struggle in something, y'all take ownership. Make sure you own in on your learning. All right. Apply yourself. I promise you it will help you in the long run. All right. I do want, and we're almost done here. I do want to make a few announcements to you all. We provide academic excellence workshops through the fall and spring semester. So this year we have our fall 2025 academic excellence workshops available to you. These are all going to be on Zoom, online, virtual. You can scan the QR code there, or you can screenshot it if you're looking at this set, or you're tuning in with us on this session on your device. And then you can scan the QR code when you get a chance. But you are welcome to join in on with us at these workshops. We have one starting September 6th. And so this will be more information about learning about your syllabus and how to master it, how to organize it. That way you can minimize that stress, okay? So you don't have to be so stressed out about it. But we'll be able to show you how to turn your syllabus into your go-to tool and really keep you organized, okay? Meeting those deadlines, reducing the stress all semester long. So I recommend that you all take advantage of that. It's very helpful. And we have a great academic coach, Christine Torres, who facilitates these wonderful workshops and put these on. Um, Definitely check those out, okay? Awesome. All right. So we have time for questions. I believe we got like 4 minutes in here, but wanted to leave time for y'all to provide any questions that you might have. And if you do, you are welcome to put them in the chat. Unmute yourself. Any questions y'all might have. Yes, so going back to the next slide, I'm sorry. Malachi asked, no, Kennedy asked, are the workshops from the last slide online or in person? So these are all online, Vital, Zoom. These will be all virtual. So if you want to take a screenshot of that QR code there, you'll just need to register there. And they will then once you register, you'll receive the link to the Zoom workshop. And then the day of the workshop, you'll be able to join in on that. Just register. Yes, ma'am. Good question. Malachi asks, are you gonna post this somewhere? I came in late. Yes, Malachi, I'm going to post it. Thank you. That's a great question. I will post this academic excellence workshop in your Google Classroom. So go to your Google Classroom if you have access to it. You'll just need to go where the coursework is, and it'll be there with all the other resources. So, oh, here's the link. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, girl. There's a link for Kayla just put in the link for the workshops. So you can go to that link and that is available to you. Y'all go ahead and copy and paste that. Make sure you have it. And let's see you on September 6th. Any other questions? These are great. Cool, cool. If you do have questions, I do want to let y'all know that this is my contact information. So more than welcome to reach out to me if you have any questions about anything about today's presentation. Um, if you guys have questions about Google Classroom or anything like that, let me know. But any questions that you might have pertaining to any of the campus resources, you can reach out to me that way as well. Okay. All right. One more thing. If you all can do me a favor, let us know how today's session went. This is our feedback survey. So we would love to hear your feedback on today's workshop. So please complete the brief survey here, or you can scan that QR code here on the slide on the presentation, and let us know how today's session went. We would like to know how we can improve. Let us know other things you would like to see. That way we can make sure this is communicated to you all. Constance asks, how do we find the more detailed calendar? Are you talking about the academic calendar? More detailed one? Da. Thank you, Malachi. So the more detailed one, hold on, let me see. What do we? This is the academic calendar. The more detailed one, you can click on, oh, this isn't clicking. This isn't clicking. I know you can search it. Let's see. We go to one sec, y'all. That's a good question. Usually you can click on, I don't know why my PDF not working. Not academic coaching, academic calendar. Let's see. What are we looking at? 2000. Oh, this is the same one. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So, okay, it may not be available yet, but that is a really good question. Constance, thank you for asking. But this is where you can go to view it, okay? And this is where we had got it from here. But you might want to check back, okay? Because it's not letting us because usually you can wait. Yeah, it's taking us back here. Yeah. So if you will, yeah, it's usually here. And you're basically able to click on it. But this is the one for at a glance. So this is very helpful. You're able to just, view this and keep track. Okay. But again, it's not the more detailed one is not available yet. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Constance, for your question. Any other questions before we leave out? We are a little out of time, so I'm gonna stick around until for any other questions. But again, thank y'all again for being here today. Tomorrow we will have oh wait. Okay, sorry. Tomorrow, you guys, I gave y'all the wrong feedback survey. Make sure y'all click this survey. Sorry, everyone. All right. I think I sent it to y'all. There we go. This is the right feedback survey. Okay. Right one. But I'll send you an email about it too. But yes, so tomorrow we will have major decisions, a freshman's guide to choosing your path. So you want to come and be a part of that same time, 10 o'clock, and I will make sure that I send out an email just as a reminder tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll hope to see you all there. Thank you so much. Again, I'll stick around for questions. Thank you guys. Thanks so much. Bye, Melissa.